special guest of honor, Mrs. Anyigba, Regional Director, Department of Gender. Our guest of honor, Honorable James Etonam Flolu, DC of Afajato South Districts. The Rep of the District Director of Municipal Director of Health Services, Regional Executives present, Whole District Chairman of GRNMA, Mr. Theophilus Kojodo, and other hardworking executives present, esteemed colleagues of the noble profession, friends of the media, ladies and gentlemen, and all protocols observed. I am extremely delighted for the opportunity to participate in the event of Nurses' celebration being organized by the whole district branch of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. Kudos to the leadership and the members whose efforts have culminated in what we are witnessing at this moment. It is heartwarming and refreshing for me to note that many of you have turned up for this event, despite our heavy workload schedules. As a national voice for nurses and midwives, Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association will continue to do its bit to advance the nursing and midwifery profession in Ghana, as well as promote the welfare of nurses and midwives in Ghana. I wish to use the opportunity to recognize and commend the efforts of the district leadership and every single member in their bid to engender hope in the association. Honorable Dr. Chairman, my task this morning is to deliver the keynote address on the theme, Nurses and Midwives, a voice to lead in the vision for a transformed healthcare in a post-COVID-19 world. Nurses and midwives have been in the front line in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic within the whole municipality. Indeed, it's a frightening moment for all of us since the first case was recorded within the whole municipality. Honorable Chairman, permit me to use the opportunity to congratulate my fellow colleagues, nurses and midwives, for their bravery in the fight against the deadly pandemic. As your chairman has already indicated, I'm just adding my voice for your wonderful bravery that you demonstrated, even though we know it's one of the scariest moments in the life of a professional. Until the advent of COVID, we only hear occupational hazards as a theory, but it's this time that we know what exactly is called occupational hazard. So once again, I accept my congratulations for your bravery in the fight against the COVID within your jurisdiction. Indeed, COVID-19 has dramatically changed the manner in which we deliver healthcare, and most importantly, the delivery of nursing care in Ghana, and for that matter, in your municipality. These transformations are indeed expected to be a permanent feature of healthcare delivery. Honorable Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the theme chosen for this celebration brings to the fore the critical role of nurses and midwives in transforming healthcare delivery in Ghana. The importance of the nursing voice in a vision for a transformed healthcare in Ghana cannot be overstated. The theme for the celebration is apt, in my opinion, and timely because nurses and midwives are the heartbeats of the healthcare delivery system. It is indeed established that at least 90% of all healthcare provided in a hospital, for example, have and will always require nursing and midwifery input. This has placed us in a very unique position and as a backbone of the healthcare delivery. If all care, just imagine it, right from OPD, through the consulting room, to the wards, to the theater, everywhere, labor ward, every single care that's delivered require about 90% of nursing and midwifery input. That we should be proud that indeed we are essential to the healthcare delivery system. The COVID-19 pandemic has greatly impacted the healthcare of many countries. Indeed, the pandemic has exposed the vulnerabilities and weaknesses in the current healthcare delivery system, not only in Ghana, but across the globe. Many changes in the healthcare delivery is expected as the world transitions into a post-COVID-19 era. As a result of the crisis induced by the COVID-19 pandemic, managers of healthcare system are now bracing themselves out for imminent and necessary changes. Honorable Chairman, a vision for a transformed healthcare in the post-COVID-19 world is inevitable and crucial for attainment of Sustainable Development Goal 3, which talks about good health and well-being, as well as universal health coverage. More than ever before, every nation envisages a transformed healthcare delivery system. Indeed, the toll of COVID-19 pandemic has compelled the world to think, learn from mistakes and successes, and envision how to create a better healthcare system that can deliver on helping individuals and communities to attain the highest attainable standard of health. Now is the time for a rethink on where we want to go from here in terms of transforming the Ghanaian health delivery system. Indeed, we need a vision for the future healthcare. It's an undeniable fact that we need a transformation. For this vision to succeed, nurses and midwives must actively involve and be engaged. Since we formed the board and our services are essential for the active running of the service, we cannot sit aloof. We have to be engaged. We have to be involved. I don't think it is going to be business as usual. We sit in our small corner, we have patients, a lot of workload, let others decide on our behalf. That is not what it means. We have to change our paradigm shift. I dare to say that the vision for transformed healthcare in the post-COVID world cannot be achieved without active involvement and engagement of nurses and midwives. Without the nursing and midwifery voice, effective development and implementation of policies within the healthcare system will be a mirage. It is imperative to acknowledge that nursing voice is crucial to the vision for transformed healthcare in the post-COVID-19 era. This is because nurses and midwives form the bulk of the health workforce and are found at every layer of the healthcare delivery system in Ghana. Even at places where you cannot find other professionals, you will find a nurse there. And this is the very reason why we have to be a voice that will lead the transformation. Currently, nurses and midwives represent more than half of the entire global workforce, and in Ghana, nurses and midwives constitute 65% of the Ghanaian health workers. Despite these staggering statistics in our favor, nurses and midwives have extremely low representation in key decision-making levels of the healthcare system. Historically, the voice of nursing and midwifery has not been heard in the public arena, particularly when it comes to public policy development. However, COVID-19 has provided opportunity for this voice to be heard, and it's up to you and I to take advantage of the opportunity. If there is any advantage at all to COVID-19 in Ghana, it has indeed raised the visibility of the nurse and midwives like never before. And the backbone of every health system has been shown that indeed it rests on nurses and midwives. Nursing and midwifery must grab the opportunity that has been presented by the pandemic to have a stronger voice in influencing future policy and practice. Action must be taken to address the lack of engagement of nurses at senior decision levels now and into the future. If managers of the health system seek to transform the healthcare delivery to meet the needs of the contemporary Ghanaian. Indeed, Indeed, we are asking for action to be taken. Nurses have to be actively engaged themselves in public policy development, including problem identification and solution framing. While a whole range of issues need to be addressed if we are to make the changes needed to improve the health of Ghanaians, and nurses and midwives are central to every single issue that need to be addressed. Dr. Chair, as I demand from stakeholders to engage and listen to the nursing and midwifery voice, I want to use the opportunity to ask my colleagues to strive for their voices to be heard during health policy formulation at every level of the healthcare continuum. Situations where we always sit and others go to the meetings and take decisions for us must be a thing of the past. No matter how heavy our work schedule is, as nurses and midwives, we must strive to enter into policy decision-making areas. If they call for meeting, we must be prepared to go. But are we going there just to go and be observers? No. As the Honorable Chair pointed out, we need knowledge and skill sets. For us to be a voice that will lead the transformation, this is a time that we should be lobbying for specialist education. The world is moving towards specialist education. So for us to be a stronger voice, it's important that we take advantage of the opportunity to build ourselves up and be able to influence the system the way we want it. If we sit aloof, we'll only be reactionary. When others take the decision, then we will kick against. But this time around, my demand for all of us is that we should be active. Even at a facility level, wherever you find yourself within the healthcare continuum, you must strive to have your voice heard in every decision that is being taken for the health system. Nurses and midwives must recognize that they are one of the greatest and surest resources for the realization of the vision for a transformed healthcare delivery in the post-COVID-19 world. Nurses and midwives are in a unique position to lead the vision for a transformed healthcare delivery. We are the first and the last to be seen at every level of the healthcare delivery system. We form the bulk of the healthcare workforce, and this is the advantage that we have that we cannot allow to go. In conclusion, Honorable Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, nurses indeed are the lifeblood of healthcare delivery system everywhere, a precious commodity that needs to be nurtured and protected. The pandemic has indeed shown to the world how valuable nurses are to the health of all nations. Therefore, it is important to engage the voice of nurses and midwives in formulating the transformed healthcare agenda in the post-COVID-19 Ghana. Indeed, nurses cannot be left behind, and we should not allow the opportunity to leave us behind. It is time for us to rise up and take up our appropriate positions when it comes to policies that will transform the healthcare system. It's time for us to resist the tendency to be consumers, but to be active participant in the formulation of all those policies that will transform the healthcare. The yesterday nurses cannot continue to be serving the interests of today's population. We need to reorient our mind so that at the end, we can lead the vision for a transformed healthcare. Long live GRNMA. Long live Ghana. I thank you all for your kind attention. Keep safe.